Exciting day today. 1906, Dr. Lewe's physics paper. I've now got a PDF copy of it. Hurrah! And it's pretty much as I expected about Euler's rigid body axis theorem and about rotation as pendulum effect. So he's using a very simple vector analysis technique of the Coriolis effect, but he's taking the assumption of the living force as one of his assumptions that he's carried into this physics. The living force as defined by Boltzmann, and that was shut down in 19th century Germany by the Helmholtz school. So this idea has been suppressed of the living force, and yet here in 1906 we see Dr. Victor Lewe using it as the assumption for the basis of his solution to Euler's rigid body axis theorem. He's determined, there's a way you can use this technique not to have uncertainty principle. You can have momentum and position and understand it in terms of instantaneous force. That the speed of something adjusts without its position changing, because the momentum moves in time first. And so it's the effect of that second squared, the momentum, on the position that will occur, that is being measured this way. When you do it from Heisenberg's way, you can only see position or momentum. Victor does it a much more sensible way in 1906, 20 years even before that infernal thing was introduced to us. So he's proved it. Absolutely nailed it in 1906 about the living force. You just take the assumption that the Earth is the centre of the universe, and you look at Luca Pavlov's paper about a geocentric universe, but all the planet with a solar-centric, heliocentric planetary system, so that all the planets go around the sun, but the sun goes around us, and we go around the moon. I'll explain the details later. But the Earth is the centre of the universe. The whole axis of the universe in motion occurs at the centre of the planet. And so take the idea of momentum and position. Here's the position. In the next moment, duration of Planck's constant h, 6.6 times 10 to the minus 34 seconds, the universe will move to there, and its speed, its velocity, and everything will adjust in the next moment. That creates the time at the boundary of our universe, and it creates it right here at the centre of the planet, and then it comes back out again. And so the experience of that potential motion of the universe that's just about to occur is what powers the energy that powers this moment, that it exists for a measurable duration where we live, at the centre of the universe. So all that action occurs at the axis of a particle, the centre of the planet. The time particle was created there. Have a look back at some of my work, showing how the axis, how do you overcome gimbal lock? Here's my logic down to saying you can't. It must be, it's a trick around it, and the trick is that there's a twist in the fabric of space and time that can't untwist. You do a rotation and the twist is still there. And it's the Quaternion mathematics as described by Fractal Woman and a marvellous friend whose name keeps escaping me. I'm sorry, Chantal. Those two ladies have solved this, and they're laughing at you fools about believing the double slit experiment. They're laughing at you, and I was laughing too, at last. So there we go. Science. You already know the answer, as I've been saying. 1906. The living force. Come on. Tell us about Dr. Lewe. I want to know the truth. And so does everyone else. Because then we can have peace. Wouldn't that be nice? Follow the Rebel King.